Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach. Honors are bestowed to local officers fallen in the line of duty. We'll bring you the details. And we have highlights from the annual Police and Citizen Public Service Awards. Plus, meet Beetle. He's on his way home after some TLC from the Stranding Response Team. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for joining us. May is Law Enforcement Memorial Month, and celebrations occurred across the nation. Each spring, Virginia Beach Police hold a memorial service to honor those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. The names of 17 fallen officers, dating from 1898 to 2008, were called one by one and flowers placed on a wreath to honor each of them.
Hezekiah Little, Jr., 1953.
Whereas the members of the Virginia Beach Police Department and Sheriff's Office play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of Virginia Beach citizens.
Mayor Sessoms issued a proclamation honoring the departed and reminded citizens of the tremendous role they play in keeping our community safe.
And I call upon all citizens to honor those law enforcement officers who, through their courageous deeds, have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their community.
They lay it on the line for a stranger like a friend, just like a stranger was a friend.
We do this because these fallen officers represent significant contributions from our past, but also I believe they represent our hope for the future.
Nationwide in 2015, 46 officers have been killed in the line of duty. And while the memorial service honored those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, another ceremony brought Virginia Beach's finest, along with some heroic citizens, together for the annual Police and Citizen Public Service Awards.
You will hear some great stories today. You'll hear some stories of officers and civilians that have gone on above and beyond what we consider the call of duty.
And these acts of heroism didn't go unnoticed. The ceremony honors individuals who place themselves in risky situations in an attempt to help those in need.
And they do excellent things for people they've never met, they have no connection to, and for the most part, they will never see again.
Officers Clinton Bagwell and Ryan Kuhn. On June 24th, 2014, Emergency Communications received a call for a drowning at 31st Street and Boardwalk. The caller stated that the male was in the water yelling for help and was probably about 50 yards out.
71 officers and a handful of citizens were honored at the ceremony.
Mr. Bronson fell from his chair, most likely due to a heart attack, and hit his head on the floor, causing massive head injury. 2 employees from the United Parcel Service, Mr. Robert Pera and his wife, Sisha, had just arrived to pick up the package.
21 officers and volunteers received special commendation awards.
Steve Prescott has been volunteering with the 1st Precinct Crime Analysis Unit since March of 2004.
All of the recipients were chosen by an awards committee. And if you missed it, don't worry. VBTV cameras were on the scene and captured the entire ceremony. Log on to vbgov.com/VBTV to check out replay times and dates. The police and fire department both had big events last week to honor their members.
March!
Beach Fire, in partnership with the National Honor Guard Academy, hosted a training program for emergency services honor guard units.
Honor guards from all over the country. We've got several teams from different parts of the United States here. These are public safety honor guards, police, fire, and EMS teams that are here to hone their skills and elevate their abilities to perform the duties that are called upon as a honor guard.
Ready, step.
26 honor guard cadets gathered at the Fire Training Center to sharpen the skills necessary to provide a fallen comrade the ultimate farewell.
Over the course of the week, they do basic drill and ceremony, learn how to march properly. They learn a little bit of classroom stuff as far as history and traditions, flag etiquette, funeral planning. then we also get into color guard movements, carrying a casket, folding a casket flag, and carrying out all the elements of a funeral.
In order to hone the skills of a top-notch honor guard, cadets watched videos and received hands-on training to better understand the detail needed to respectfully honor the fallen.
What we're looking for right now is how to integrate new members of the honor guard into our current honor guards so that they know the traditions, the values, and be able to deliver services and ceremonies in a consistent way with the brothers and sisters already on the honor guards for police, fire, and EMS and sheriff's office.
You just say step, they're all like, they're trying to react because that's their execution.
Virginia Beach had 7 members attend, 5 from fire and 2 from the sheriff's office. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Virginia Beach Human Services and the Department of Health teamed up with the Mental Health Coalition to hold a variety of events throughout the month to help spread awareness, culminating with a special race at the oceanfront. Hundreds turned out to participate in the 8th annual Beacon of Hope 5K and 1 mile memory walk. Proceeds from the race support I Need a Lighthouse, Inc.,
a local grassroots nonprofit for teens and young adults dealing with depression and suicide. Currently, we're a mandatory program in the Virginia Beach City Schools in the fall to educate these 9th graders about the signs of depression, suicide, and empower them that they are able to save a life by ask, respond, and encourage.
The event included a run, family fun festival, and information on mental health, depression, and suicide awareness.
It's just as important as our physical health, as diabetes, as high blood pressure. Mental health conditions affect 1 in 4 Americans.
Many of those attending the race had a personal relationship with suicide.
The reason why I'm here is I was looking for a way to support the cause of depression and suicide awareness and prevention. I lost my husband John to suicide about 2 years ago in 2013.
I took on a personal note 2 years ago when my brother committed suicide.
I lost my stepson to suicide 2 years ago, and this is a family dilemma, a challenge. I don't want anyone else to ever have to go through this again.
And they're hoping to reduce that loss by hosting events like this and by shedding light on a topic many are afraid to talk about. The Virginia Beach Human Services Department provides behavioral health services for adults and children. Call 385-0800 for more information. Virginia Beach is home to lots of marine mammals and sea turtles. Unfortunately, some end up stranded on our beaches. Luckily, the Virginia Aquarium Stranding Response Team steps in to help. Let's take a look at one success story. There's some precious cargo in that crate. A young gray seal, to be exact.
The seal that we just released, her name was Beetle. Our theme this year was actually car makes and models, so she was after the Volkswagen Beetle.
As Beetle made her way down the beach near Neptune's Park, dozens lined up to wish her a bon voyage. She was rescued back in April off the shores of Corova, North Carolina.
She came in, she was thin, she was dehydrated, and she had some superficial abrasions that we treated.
The Virginia Aquarium Stranding Team fattened her up with 5 pounds a day of fish. She is the first gray seal to be released in Virginia.
We fitted her with a satellite tag on her back, and so we're hoping to monitor where she goes after her release today.
The Stranding Team hopes she'll make her way north for the summer season. If you see a stranded marine mammal or sea turtle, call the 24-hour hotline at 757-385-7575. Coming up on Access Virginia Beach, the moment they've been waiting for has arrived. Adult Learning Center graduates take the walk. And they're not the only ones walking. The class of 2015 is on its way too. Plus, some unique partnerships have the school division working with what's above and below the ground. We'll have that and more when we return.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Parents, ever feel like you spend a lot of your time with your child focused on discipline? Would you like to create family rules based on your own values and family needs to increase family cooperation? Plan to join CHKD for a free Parent Academy workshop, Family Rules That Work for Everyone, being held Thursday, June 11th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the CHKD Health and Surgery Center at Princess Anne. It's located at 2021 Concert Drive in Virginia Beach. Parents will learn to engage all family members in the process while teaching your children responsibility, decision-making, and self-control. For more information, call 668-9304 or register online at the address on your screen. We all know the negative effects that stress can have on our families. Join CHKD for a free Parent Academy workshop, Family Stress, being held Wednesday, June 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Children's Hospital, the King's Daughters. It's in the 6th floor conference room located at 601 Children's Lane in Norfolk. By attending this session, you will gain a better understanding of how to identify and control factors that cause stress. You'll also learn strategies for coping with common stressful situations and experiences, as well as effective ways to lessen tension and increase cooperation to better support a well-balanced family life. Registration is required. Please call 668-9304 for more information or register online at the address on your screen. To learn more about important deadlines or to see a complete calendar of Parent Connection events, visit vbschools.com and click on the Parent tab at the top of the page.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Spring is here, and it's a special time of the year for some folks who return to the hallowed halls of learning.
Welcome to the Virginia Beach Adult Learning Center's 30th Annual GED Recognition Ceremony.
Beyond excited. I don't even think excited is the word. I mean, flabbergasted. There is no word that really explains how I feel today.
Being out of school for 30-some years, I went back to get my GED, and today I get to graduate.
28 grads walked the stage and received their hard-earned GED diplomas. A variety of circumstances led up to the big day.
Well, a lot of our students have children and they take care of parents, and just all of those outside barriers that keep them from matriculating as they should have.
Erin Snyder was one of the graduates. Family circumstances kept her from getting her high school diploma.
When I was in high school, I had some family issues between me and my mother, which have gratefully worked out. She's now my best friend. And I just wasn't able to graduate. I moved here in the summer of 2010. And the plan was just to work here for a little while and then move back to my hometown, Georgia. But I ended up falling in love and getting married.
Are proud to present this year's scholarship to Mrs. Erin Elizabeth Snyder.
And her hard work paid off. She received 3 scholarship awards totaling more than $1,500.
I'm really excited because I'm very proud of myself. Me and my family have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, very personal, through this whole process that really wanted to make me give up. And my husband really pushed me, my family really pushed me on the days that I didn't want to go to school and the days I didn't want to study.
Bill Cook earned the highest score on this year's GED test. He has just started working at a job he wishes he had started decades ago.
I had a chance of getting a decent job, and that was the last piece of the puzzle I needed to get it. There's so many people that have more things on their resume and more bits and pieces, and you can't go through to get the jobs you want, places you want to be, if you can't have every single step. I mean, you have to have it all. There's people with all sorts of qualifications. You leave any little thing out, you won't get it, and I got it.
Hundreds have earned their GEDs since the ALT program began in 1985. Numerous students, including Erin, will be attending TCC next fall. Several will join the military, and Bill has accepted a position with the International Longshoremen's Association. Congratulations to all the graduates. Now that the students from the Adult Learning Center have got some practice walking across the stage, it's time for the rest of the class of 2015 to receive their hard-earned diplomas.
Zane and Roman Prater.
All Virginia Beach high schools will take their turn on the stage at the Convention Center beginning June 17th through the 20th. As in years past, VBTV will cover each graduation and replay the event on cablecast. Additionally, each graduation will be broadcast live on the internet, courtesy of TruthTube. This service provides a link to the ceremony for parents, grandparents, and other friends unable to attend the event. Those wishing to order a DVD copy of the ceremony can do so by going online to vbgov.com/vbtv or sending a check for $16.99 to the address listed on your screen. VBTV will rebroadcast each ceremony during the end of June, beginning of July. And if you would like to congratulate a member of the class of 2015, vbschools.com is now offering VB Grad Wall. VB Grad Wall offers you a chance to post your best wishes to graduating seniors. The service can be accessed through the school division's website and will be available now through July 30th. Each Beach High School will have its own wall. Simply log on to vbschools.com and click on the Class of 2015 icon. Virginia Natural Gas is teaming up with the school division's fourth graders to teach a very important lesson.
Call 811 before you dig, because you could blow a fuse in the pipeline.
After success with Norfolk Public Schools, VNG was eager to work with beach schools.
Well, we launched it back at the start of this school year and worked closely with the administration at Virginia Beach Public Schools and science curriculum coordinators to identify the fourth grade class and to launch it in Virginia Beach Public Schools.
Based on what we now know about this 811 program, how could it have been prevented?
These fourth graders were on board with the lesson and ready to spread the word to know what's below.
Today's lesson was a wonderful match with what boys and girls were learning in their fourth grade curriculum. We've been studying the physical regions of Virginia, and today we were experiencing a wonderful partnership with the 811 program, where boys and girls were learning about the natural gas power lines and how we need to be very careful of where we dig.
Students dug the opportunity and took immediate ownership of the posters they were creating. The idea was to build a campaign to let the community know how to be aware of where these pipes are located.
We're learning about 811 and how the different pipes and stuff go underground, and if you dig, before you dig, you should call 811.
How humans impact the physical world and how how 811 is trying to help with natural gas pipelines and the disruption of them.
Take a look over there. Tell me what you see.
It looks like my neighbor's yard, except they've got a lot of colored markings in the grass.
That's good. Now, look again. Only this time, turn the spyglass like so.
Whoa! Michael, you've got to see this!
What is all that?
Those are our underground utilities. Things we need and use every day, like water, electricity, or even cable TV.
Well, I think one of the things that really helped was the amazing video that they provided for us. The students just were immediately engaged with the video. It was very child-friendly, and as they watched it, they were on the edge of their seats and they were ready to go from the time that the program was introduced to them.
After the success with Norfolk Public Schools, two things prompted the move to the beach. One, it's the largest city in VNG's territory, and two, nearly 25% of all the damages that occur to their underground facilities across the system occur in Virginia Beach.
This really does a service to Virginia Natural Gas. We have a safer system with a better more knowledgeable group of students and folks in the community to responsibly dig in their neighborhood.
Allenton Elementary is proving they follow the 811 rules. The fourth grade class requested VNG to come out to the school and mark the property where their spring garden will be planted. They even posted notes on their shovels. Around the corner from Allenton, another partner in education, Dominion Power, has received a grant to experiment with wind-driven power. Great Neck Middle School students have been developing blades that could be used on an offshore wind farm.
I mean, we think that wind energy is going to come along this way eventually. You know, right now, depending on how Dominion Power develops that offshore right there, but eventually that will happen. We're, you know, as a school division, we've been looking at all these sustainability initiatives, so we're always looking at alternative energy methods.
Let's cross our fingers.
Some of the tests were successful,
Is it better? Yeah.
while others needed to go back to the drawing board.
There's been somewhat of a competition, so that they were trying to outdo each other, and in that respect they tried to make their blades function better. Nobody seemed distraught that their blades didn't work. They simply went back to the drawing board and tried to improve them.
Each group in the class had the opportunity to test out their blades, determine what the outputs were, and to make adjustments to their designs.
Kind of like shaped them out, you know, gave them a bit of a curve on them, gave them a bit of an angle. One mistake we did make is put a little bit of too much mass up there. That's one mistake we probably won't make again.
I've had a lot of fun because she let us kind of go off on our own, and we could design anything that we really wanted to.
Instead of doing like the normal long and skinnier ones, we did big circles, and they went faster than most of the ones that were like the normal benchmark.
The partnership provided unique opportunities that will help these students down the road.
And so this is a good way to get students engaged in it, and these are the guys who are going to be designing these systems and working on these systems. So if we can get them kind of working on it at the middle school level and then through high school, then we think we might have some advantage over some other regions around the country.
Does your business want to get involved with the school division? Log on to vbschools.com/getconnected for more information. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. Today we close our show with one more look at how Virginia Beach is continuing to honor its fallen officers. A new street has been named after one of Virginia Beach's finest. The street, Pocceschi Way, which runs directly off North Landing Road, will be the entrance to the Enclave at Princess Anne subdivision. And for everyone here at VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for watching.